Hello everybody, Hamas28 here, and today we're back in the world of Stoneblock 4. So as you may have noticed, I've done a little digging, because I was feeling really cramped with how our base was currently set up, especially walking through here, it felt really cramped. So I tore a bunch of stuff down, redid some stuff, put this neat little fireplace with our big picture here. I installed an elevator right here so we can go up to the second level and overlook stuff. I was thinking when I was doing this, I was like, oh, what if I just put it over here right above it? But then I thought, no, I don't want to do that. I want to leave like this central column open, and I want to expand into the walls here to make it kind of like a inverted silo. Now, last episode I kept, or was it last episode? I forgot what episode, but I kept wondering, how do we get latex? And it turns out latex comes from industrial foregoing. If we go over to General Tech and look at the industrial foregoing tree right here, you can see one of the first things it tells you to do is extracting latex from the fluid extractor. Now, this pulls latex from any wood log in front of it, but it is faster with acacia and mangrove logs. Luckily, our start gave us a bunch of mangrove logs for free, so we could use that. I don't have, there we go, acacia logs. So all you have to do is place your log in front of the fluid extractor, and it gets to work. You can see it takes 3 seconds to process a little bit of latex, and then the latex comes inside of the latex processing unit, which is the second thing it tells you to craft, and you put a little bit of water, and you make dry rubber. Now, I was thinking of how to get a good amount of water in here. We can buy the, I believe it's called water. You can buy water generator upgrades. They generate 2,000 millibuckets of water every tick, which is 2 buckets, which is quite a lot. I believe they nerfed the sink, so I don't think the sink is as useful as it could have been. Let me take a look here. Let's double check this. Water bucket, bucket. Grab some water. Because usually the multi-block kitchen sink can provide an infinite amount of water. But let's see, we need 3 iron ingots. Can't believe we're out of iron. I do use a lot of it though, so that makes sense. Let me make 2 stacks here. I moved the netherite furnaces and this little oak tree farm over here. We're probably going to get rid of this because I do have an oak chicken that can make oak logs. So I don't really need the bonsai anymore. As you can see, I added some white terracotta to the walls here and some light blue on the ceiling. Kinda reminds me of the sky, which is why I did that. Also did that over here. This room still needs a little bit of work. This is just where I moved a couple of the chickens along with some other stuff. Now if we make our kitchen sink, let's see. Yeah, so they did nerf it in the pack. Usually if you just right click it, it makes water, but as you can see here, it's not doing anything. So it's not going to be that useful for what we need. You can still use it for the multi-block kitchen, which I might end up doing later on because this pack does have the mod that gives you more hearts for eating a variety of food. But that might come later, so let's see. We can also buy the Emmy Infinity Water Cell, but that's going to come later from the Echo the Catalyst. So I'm thinking we might just do the water generator upgrade. Or actually, we could just make a mechanism pump, which essentially does the same thing. It is a little bit expensive for what it does, but it does supply quite a lot of water. Yeah, and you can upgrade it to get more. And then you could just put a 2x2 infinite water source under it and it does work the same. So where did my water go? Oh, I do have water eggs, so we can use these to fill this guy up. And you can see it starts processing the latex into dry rubber. Now you then have to cook this into plastic, and then it has a variety of uses, as you can see. We're going to need this for Oritech and other industrial foregoing blocks. One thing I was thinking of was industrial foregoing does have the hydroponic beds. hydroponic, and the simulated version, which should be really useful. Now we will need a dissolution chamber. I believe if you take a look at the quest book here, it even says, yeah, crafting of fluids. The dissolution chamber is the main crafting machine in the mod. This machine combines fluids with latex with items to create new items. While you'll get into more advanced liquids later on, latex is used for most of the recipes for now. So a lot of the more advanced items are going to take latex and this dissolution chamber. Let's go ahead and craft this guy. Grab this. And cook this off real quick. Get a bunch of plastic. Put that in there. So we're going to need a dissolution chamber. Dissolu. I don't know how to spell dissolution. There we go. 2 S's. Second bucket. Pity machine frame. Luckily this stuff is pretty cheap. Let's see, a chest, a diamond gear. It is annoying crafting chests in this thing. Chest. I'm going to put some more in there, along with some planks. I don't have auto crafting yet, so it is a little annoying doing this by hand. There we go. Dissolution chamber. Bam. Now, making latex is a pretty slow process. If you take a look at this guy, this is the fluid extractor. Fluid extractor. Uses, extracting latex. So the acacia produces 4 millibuckets every work rate, which is every 3 seconds. Which is not a lot. You can actually see how much it grows by. Let's see. Yeah, it's very slow. So I was gonna say we could make more of these, but I think it's also pertinent that you just add upgrades to make it work faster. This also runs without any energy, but with energy it runs 3 times as fast. So if I break this, will I lose the stuff inside? It's a good question. Put this guy over here. And you do. You lose everything inside. So now this little tank in here will fill with latex. And I'm guessing for this mod, since everything is going to be running off of latex and I want to make rubber into plastic, what I probably want to do is have a very efficient fluid extractor feed into a tank and then have that tank feed into these machines here. Now if we follow the quest book for tips, we're also going to need a simple machine frame to craft, which will take 2 nether bricks, a gold gear. How much latex? A 1/4 bucket of latex, pity machine frame, and 2 nether bricks. So we should have all of that. Let's see. We're going to need, what's it called? Frame. Simple machine frame. There we go. Which will take a pity machine frame, a gold gear, 2 iron nuggets, iron ingots, some plastic, and nether bricks. Done. So now if we throw it into our chemical dissolution chamber, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, cool. It doesn't matter. It looks like it doesn't matter where you put the items as long as they're all in there. Why does it flip out like that? Weird. To make the simple machine frame. Now, machines can be upgraded by installing add-ons. There are different types of add-ons, most just increasing the speed or efficiency of the machine. Range upgrades will increase the effective range of certain machines, like mob crushers. So we want, wait, what does processing do? Processing times 2. So does that, it says times 2 and 3, so I'm guessing what that means is you get double the amount. So instead of 4, we get 8. We're going to have to test that out. How much latex do we have right now? 650. As you can see, it goes up by 74. Oh, 12 every time. So we get 12 latex per process. So let's see if we can get some more. What was the name of the upgrade? Upgrade. So many upgrades from so many different mods. Let's see here. Where did it go? Probably because they don't say upgrade in the name. Yeah, it just says add-on processing tier 1. So we'll save that one. Then the speed upgrades. And the efficiency upgrade. I don't think we can craft the higher tier 1. No, we can. Just takes... Yeah, we can craft the efficiency tier 2. What about the processing tier 2? Not that bad. I thought they were going to be a little bit harder to get, but they actually just take diamond gears instead of gold. So let's go ahead and make this one. You can also, it looks like you can buy it from the Echo the Machinist for $15 reduced, but we already have all these resources in abundance, so that would just be a waste of our credit. So let's get 2 diamond gears. Wonder if all this stuff takes diamond gears. I think they mostly do. Some glass panes. 2 redstone dust. A furnace and a crafting table. Now, based on the name, this should increase latex production by 3 times. So we're getting 12 every process. So if we put this guy in here, $5.98. Okay, cool. So it does. So now it multiplied our production by 3. Now it does take every 3 seconds. 500 if I take this out. It takes the same amount of energy regardless. Processing time goes down 10%. Processing times 3. If it doesn't take any more energy, then I hate that random event. It gives you free gunpowder, but man, it scares me every time. If this doesn't produce, doesn't consume any extra energy, then what would be the best way to maximize the efficiency of the extractor? I bet I can graph this to figure it out. So I'll be back in 1 second. Alright, so after running the numbers, I realized if these stack, then I think just adding 3 more of these is the most effective, because then we're just multiplying 3 times, we're taking 3 to the 4th power. Whereas all these other ones are a lot less. Technically a speed increase of 200% is close, but not quite. So let's just make 2 more of these processors. So we're going to need 4 diamond gears. 2 crafting tables. 2 furnaces. 4 redstone, 4 glass. Throw that in here. Let's see. And I put the wrong thing. You take you out. Take you out. There you go. And I'm guessing this is intended if it stacks. If it doesn't stack, then I'm doing the wrong thing. Let's find out. It does not stack. Wait. It doesn't stack. Can I put you in here? It does. What does this do if I do that? If this has a processing times 3, do I get 3 upgrades? No, you still get 1. But I could put this in here, and that works. So it doesn't stack, so I guess we just have to do all the add-ons. Let's see, if I search for add-ons, extra range doesn't do anything. Oh, I'm guessing the range applies to show working area. I'm guessing the range applies to this. Can it harvest from multiple if I do that? Tier 3. The range upgrades go all the way to tier 11, 12. Go all the way to tier 12. Interesting. And if it's working, I wonder if that works. So in this case, let's just make some more upgrades and make it go faster. So we're going to need a speed upgrade, which is all the same thing, but with sugar. 1, 2, 1, 2, redstone and sugar. Then the efficiency upgrade is going to be the same thing, but with blaze rods. And we're out of blaze rods. How can I make more of these? Let's see. I don't have a blaze rod chicken, nor molten blaze. I thought I could... You can metal press them, but I didn't make the metal press, and that's also really expensive. 5 for 1. Basically highway robbery. What about the other add-on? Add-on, efficiency tier 1. Also takes blaze rods. Interesting. Well, I might as well try the range upgrade. Let's see. I'll test it with the tier 1, because if I add a tier 11 right at the start, could have unforeseen consequences. Glass. 1, 2. Redstone. 1, 2. Add some cobble. And I had cobble already that I didn't see. And let's try it. So it was 2, 2, 2, 2, and... What am I missing? Oh, the redstone. What's the point of putting a processing add-on in here then? So now if we do this, runs every second. Now if we make the other one, it was 2, 2, and 4. To make the add-on, now if I do this, and you can't put the add-on in here. I wish it showed you what things could go in. Range upgrades increase the effective range of machines like mob crushers. Well, this one has an effective range, but it doesn't work. Interesting. So I guess we can only put in the speed upgrade and the efficiency upgrade. Speed increase. So if you want it to be the fastest it can be, then you want both of these. And that does produce quite a lot of latex now. So let's see, if I look at the dissolution chamber, what other crafts does this have? It does have 24 recipes, so... Pink slime. Laser lenses. Mostly laser lenses. Infinity trident. What is this? What does that do? You would think that if you could put in the thing that it would work. Regardless. To add more. But I guess I'm going to need more blaze rods. Until I get the blaze chicken. And that would make it easier. But I don't have access to tier 5 seeds yet. Tier 5 seeds are locked behind. Tier 5. Oh, I'm not even at tier 4. And tier 4 are locked behind this mending neurogel that I also don't know how to make. But regardless... Oh, that ate the tree pretty fast. We're going to need to plant some acacia trees to get the latex going, because this is filling up pretty good now. You get about... It is an average, so we do get around like 30 to 40 every second or so. So we will need a... What is it called? Fluid tank. Brick fluid, copper back tank. There we go, basic fluid tank. How do we upgrade that? With infused alloy. Okay, we'll use a basic one. 32 buckets is good enough for now. Ooh, that's gonna waste the latex though, isn't it? So let me grab my wrench. Where's my wrench? There it is. And disconnect this. Now if we do this here, grab you, put that there. Not like that. There we go. Set this to pull to fill up the basic fluid tank. There we go. Now we can break this. We can break these two. We can move this. Does this auto output? It doesn't look like it does. So we'll put this back. Put the tank right here. And wrong thing again. I always forget that. Pull. Perfect. So that should give us a nice supply of fluids. And then we could put you and you, I guess here and here. Then we just have to power these guys. And we're all set. So that's going to make more plastic, not dry rubber. I mean, it makes the rubber. It's all the same in the end. And what is next on there? The advanced machine frame, fluid laser, stasis chamber. What are these for though? To upgrade to the final tier, you need to extract ethyl gas from the wither. To do this, you'll need yada yada. That's not needed for what we need right now. What did I need rubber for though? I mean, what did I need plastic for? There's something specifically that I needed. Which is why I needed plastic. Oh, I needed plastic for the components, which I needed for the resonance engineering block. I remember now. But that's a moot point because I made the resonance engineering block by buying it from the guy. That's why that guy up there is our dimensionalist. So now he's here processing netherrack. Since I don't have a way to move the... Well, I could move the roost with the netherrack chicken up here, but then I also need seeds, so there's not an easy way to do it. So I just slapped on a hopper with some netherrack, but their brushes keep breaking. So to ensure we have a constant supply of new resources, the next thing we're going to do is upgrade our brushes to the Indestructible version. So to do so, we're going to be doing the source version, which takes 1,000 source. So we're going to slap on one of these guys over here. Let's take this guy. How much source is in a single one? It's annoying that it doesn't say, it just says like 100%. Then we're also going to need to make some brushes, and then I think we're also going to need a smithing table, right? Because to make the reinforced brush, we need a smithing table. We'll put you right over here. Now we need to make 4 regular brushes. Now to reinforce it, we're going to need a diamond and a smithing template, and the smithing template comes from gem fused slates and mysterious scrap metal. Gem fused slates is made from gem dust and deep slate, so hopefully we have a lot of deep slate in here. We have a bunch of cobbled and 7, so let's turn this into a stack of deep slate while we go get our apotheosis items. So from last episode, I also upgraded the mob farm. As you can see, I threw on the ender inhibitor, so now they can't teleport away. I also widened it to a 3x3 so the big slime stop getting stuck. Let's see, I also filtered the trash can only to grab the apotheosis items and ender pearls because it was getting so full. I don't really need any of the other stuff. Just that stuff for now since the fluid chickens can make it. So let's grab some of this mysterious scrap metal, grab some of the luminous crystal shards, we'll take some ender pearls, and some of the time-worn fabric. Anything else I'm missing? No. Throw that in here. Now what did we need to do? Right, we needed to take this stuff, throw you in here, and make the unbreakable brushes. So we're going to need 4 diamonds, we're going to need 4 of these smithing templates, There you go. And put it all together. So throw UU and that to make the reinforced ones, which go from 384 to 1152. I think you can... Yeah, you can enchant these as well, but if we can make them unbreakable, that's what we're going to do. Then they also take 2 netherite scrap each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're good to go. So let's take a trip onto the world engine. And we do have 57,000 source in here, so I didn't need to bring the jar. But you just do this. And I wonder if I just do that, why aren't you pulling energy? Receive only. Does go up a little bit. It is taking all these. The source is cooking. Let's see. If I do this, the source doesn't go in, right? You need to use the Dominion rod. Yep, there we go. It's running low on power. Oh, how much does this take per tick? 4,000 FE per tick. Ooh. That might have been enough to drain the battery. It did drain the battery. Oh wait, why aren't you working? Liquefied source. Gaseous source. Producing 100 FE per tick. Okay, so it's working, it's just weak. What's the word? There's a word for this. What is that word? We did not have the production capability. That's the word. Because that craft for the unbreakable brush takes 1,000,000 FE at 4,000 FE per tick, and our single battery only had 1.6 FE, which I think is only enough for like 1.5 crafts. And then this gas burning generator is only producing 200 FE per tick, which means we're short about 3,800 FE. Which means that's going to take a while to finish. Luckily, this is just working automatically, which is good. Oh wait, I should also have these guys. We have full energy tablets. That should give us enough of a boost here. There we go. I forgot when you stack them like that, they don't work. Because they're not supposed to be stackable. So now that should be fixing it. And this machine can output 1.6 KFE per tick. And you're drained. So we should just do that. And then we'll have our unbreakable rushes. Which means the unearthers can run forever. Now, I believe you only need one more unearther to have every resource they can give. Because if you take a look here, there's soul sand, sand, gravel, netherrack, other rock, dust, oh, and crushed kiwi and endstone. So we actually would have to add a couple more. Although I'm not sure why you need kiwi for this stuff. Don't think I'm there yet. Definitely gonna need endstone later on for the draconium dust, that's for sure. But everything else, we're pretty set. Let's see, each of these can store 400 KFE, so I'll probably turn this into another basic energy cube. Yeah, basic energy cube. Lithium. Is this... Oh, right, this is part of a multi-block, that's the difference. I've never actually built the multi-block for these. So we'll just keep going with the advanced energy cubes for now. They are pretty cheap at this point. And drain you. And looks like it's done crafting. You can tell it's done because after... Wait, no. It's flipping out. What's going on? It finished one of them. Well, 1 is better than 0. And let's give it to this guy. because he's the only one not at master tier. And he can also have some potatoes for luck. And there goes sulfur, along with, let's see, where is your job, sir? Expert, so he's going to make sulfur, blaze powder, eosnium, and netherite scrap. So since he produces blaze powder, we could be a bit lazy and turn that into the blaze rods, but that is pretty expensive, considering you can break these down into other things. But now that that is taken care of, we can move back on to chapter 3. So let's see, meet the Infernal, meet the Catalyst, meet the Lightbender. So we're going to have to head back to spawn here and see who we can meet. Let's see, they should be all, let's see, the Lightbender, the Magician, Quartermaster, I think they're over here. Yep, Archive of the Infernal. His place is a little spooky. Got some netherrack motifs going on. But he's got a disco floor. Click to play echo. He doesn't do anything. The hell's a scrawny brat doing like you do and trying to restore the world engine? You wouldn't have lasted a single day in the underworld expedition with a body like that. Not that many of us did anyway. Even the strong can fall, our commander used to say. Never been truer than now, since you look more like brains over brawn. I'd suggest you gear up before going after this upgrade, rookie. My upgrade, just another step toward the power of the deep the enchanter keeps yapping about, if you've met them. It doesn't matter if you haven't, I'm not one for teamwork anymore. My upgrade works fine without any of their magical nonsense. What you'll need is combat experience and proper gear if you're planning to take on the guardian of the underworld in that vault. You'll also need to understand a bit of the spiritual side. I never used to believe in it either until I saw what's down there. Get your hands on some soul-stained metal. It'll let you bind the physical, spiritual, and underworld realms together to forge spirit blocks. Shouldn't be too hard for a determined spirit. Task. Slay the guardian within the Inferno Vault and gather what you need to craft 12 spirit blocks. And he gives us the dripping upgrade that makes lava. The obsidian generator upgrade that makes obsidian. Random apotheosis gems that scale with the world tier. Wither roses, wither skulls, inhibitor obelisks, creative blaze cakes. See, this is an item that makes sense to be in a shop, a creative item that's very expensive. A 45 by 45 compact machine, blaze gold anvils, experience holder, I already have one of these. Ring of greater discount, shop exclusive. The energy collector, glyph of rewind. I don't really see the point. Mining dimension core piece. Interesting. Let's check out the other fellas. Not sure why you need access to the mining dimension when we could just make infinite ores anyway. Let's see, so that was the Infernal. Here's the Catalyst. Related to the End. Ooh, fancy. Does this one work?
Hey there. Are you ready to tackle more fun and interesting marvels of technology?
Yeah, I'm not listening to all that. It's kind of crazy how you manage to build all these upgrades for the same ancient machines, yada yada, yada yada. What's the important part? The upgrade I'll be teaching you about is what keeps the whole world engine from falling apart when you start cranking up the power. My advanced machine blocks are the backbone of every higher tier system. Without them, you would probably collapse the entire dimension. With the help from some tech of the Quartermaster and the Infernal, you'll need to build an energizing orb. It's used to fuse high energy materials like nitro crystals. Once you get that running, use the result to make a nitro ender cell and power up your world engine. What do you sell? A chance icosahedron. Interesting. The ME water cell, I'm going to buy that. Computer craft turtle, the basic to diamond tier upgrade and netherite, along with artisan scrolls, and what's down here? Data models, are these shop exclusive? They're not. Eosnium mithril, hydroponic beds, we can craft those pretty easily though. That means we have one more to see. And who was the last one? The Lightbender. Not to be confused with the Airbender. The Catalyst, the Infernal, the Lightbender. Why are you all the way over here? So far away. They're kind of leaving the ring. Meet the Lightbender. They sell night vision goggles. Pretty cool. Focus matrix, night vision, temporal time pouches. Oh, I should craft one of these. Almost forgot. And let's see. Psi stuff. Mechanism stuff. Big tanks of matter. That's about it. Teleporter frame for mechanism and warp scrolls. And Fortron infused blocks. Oh, splendid. It's been ages since I've seen a fellow scholar. Now then, let's get you started on those upgrades for that rather dysfunctional world engine. First, you must study particle formations capable of bending and refracting energy fields. In simpler terms, force fields. To master them, you must conquer a vault that will let you extract Fortron and infuse it into a metallic alloy designed to refract energy. This will allow you to craft the Fortron blocks needed for your upgrade. Task: retrieve Fortron-infused ingots from the Fortron vault and craft 4 Fortron-infused blocks. Could have swore this was Feed the Beast Stoneblock and not Vault Hunters. But because I need Fortron to start my automation, I think that's what we're going to do next. Locating the vault. Let's head back home. See how far away this one is. Vault of the Lightbender is almost exactly west and is 700 blocks away in a direction we have yet to be in. The Maze Vault. Found within the Deep Slate Ring, this vault is easy to get lost in. Is there a boss in here that I have to slay? That's a good question. Not sure. And then we can get the power of Fortron. Completing the maze will reward you with at least 4 Fortron-infused blocks. This is a minor upgrade. Creating Fortron, Coercion Driver, Steel Ingots, Focus Matrix. That's going to take a lot of steel, so I should actually make some more steel while I wait. Let me grab you. Grab our coal. And throw it in the enrichment chamber. I mean the infuser. So we can make some more steel while we're here. Oh right, I forgot. This is still running. I wonder how that works. Power's coming through here pretty easily. The Tesseract. Are you filling up? No, you're still draining. But I think another one is probably done crafting. 2. Okay, so we got 2 more to go. And we'll give it this one to this guy. Unbreakable brush, and then there's 2 more. So now we need to head due west into the Deep Slate Ring, which is going to take quite a while. Let's see, where's my magic book? Tattered Tome. Where's the untattered tome? Industrial Foregoing. Ah, there we go. Mage Spellbook. Can I upgrade this again? We need a Nether Star, a Totem of Undying, which we don't have. We can buy it from the Echo of the Enchanter, but then we will need 2 more for that. So we're going to be stuck on tier 3 spells for now. I just want to make a better mining spell. Like Break combines with AoE to provide depth. Let me see. That's not how you spell AoE. I don't think I have it unlocked. Let's see. AoE. Firework Star. Wasn't it impossible to get one? Firework. Yeah, you can't craft it. You can use it for stuff, but how do you actually get this thing? Unless they just don't want us to have access to AoE, which is really weird. Well, regardless, it should be easy enough to dig through now that I upgraded my pickaxe. It has efficiency VI, so it actually tears through cobblestone really easily. That's how I managed to dig out a lot of this stuff. So let's put these guys away for now. We'll keep my torches. And we need to go 700 blocks. Should probably slap some upgrades on this. Like I could do the pickup upgrade with the void upgrade so we don't collect all the cobblestone. But I guess it doesn't matter too much. We just gotta get mining. Okay, I think it's stabilizing. Let's see, we did go from here over here and that did lag it out quite a lot. We were falling into the void for quite a while. See, we don't need this cobblestone. I will keep the deep slate though. Hit the button to toggle force fields to progress through the maze. Is that a spawner? What kind of spawner? Slime spawner. Ah, you can't break them. Can't place stuff either. Oh, there's the button. There are chests in here. Ow. 1, 2, 3, 4. See what we get. Sky bronze, uranium, red fertilizer, cobweb. I'll take that. Huh, other color slimes. So hitting the button lights those up and closes or opens the force fields. Okay, so it's not going to be as easy as just finding the exit, it's finding the buttons. See, I lit that one. I don't see another... Oh, here we go. These guys are gonna get annoying. Luckily, slimes don't hit hard. Oh, it opened this, which opens over here. Ah, over here. Wait, no, this is a loop. Oh, but it goes this way. Which goes around here, which comes in here, which leads to a button, which opens this one, which leads to a button, which opens this one, which leads to a maze slime from the Twilight Forest. Still as weak as his regular brother. And another button. So I guess you just have to run around the maze finding all the buttons. Which means you can't really do the right hand rule, which if you didn't know, any maze that is made up of like squares or something. Ouch, ouch. These guys hurt a lot. Luckily I have a lot of health, so really they're just gonna keep hitting me until my relic overcharges and one-shots them. What does that do? See, not this one. There's a thing over here. I click. Ah, scared me. Open this guy. Alright, one more. Quartz blend. And bronze. I don't need all the slime balls. We have so many at home. I clicked you, right? I did. See, that one's clicked, so I think we're gonna have to backtrack a bit to find another button. No. Alright, I was saying, the right hand rule. When you're in a maze, as long as there's no islands in the maze, which is a portion of the maze that loops back in on itself. As long as you hug one side of the wall, you should be able to navigate it pretty easily, because it'll always go to the other side. As you can see here, there are no things, so we should be able to make it using the right hand rule, but we need to find a button to open that last force field. Ooh. Esoteric spool replica, conductive, chicken souls. Cool stuff. Maybe I can find the chicken soul tier 4. But I'm guessing I have to go someplace I haven't gone before. These slimes are getting a little bit annoying. See, we went in here, went through here, clicked these. All of these are pressed. It doesn't go down. We did hit that weird looking button, so I think we should be set. I don't think we missed anything. Nothing over here. That's why I hate mazes. I always get lost in them for far too long. But funny enough, I was reading the FTB subreddit, and someone was saying how in the machinist room... Yes. Okay, that doesn't do anything. In the machinist vaults, apparently it spawns arc evokers, which I did not see. Over here, maybe? No, we were here. Am I missing something? I don't think you need to turn these off. Oh, wait, if you have to turn them off? No, there's no way they would do that. But I went through here already. I mean, I could check it again. Alright, they're starting to body me. Let me take care of these guys. Luckily, they don't slime you like the regular slimes. Maybe because they're made of stone. Yeah, we turned this one on. That's on. So I don't see what we're missing. Unless we're not supposed to turn that one on? Like it's a fake out? It could be a fake out. That'd be very mean, but it could be. Because I'm not seeing any other path or route through here. Huh, there's a button over here, but I think that's just to leave, right? Yeah, because that's a long hallway there. See, these aren't connected. Okay, I'm gonna do the right hand rule and see if that'll help us. So this is the start. So, yeah, hit the buttons to toggle force fields to progress through the maze. So if we go to the right, this closes over here. It did say to toggle the force fields, so maybe there's a button I need to turn off? Maybe that's the case. Because that one gets us through here, so maybe there's a button I have to turn off. Yeah, this is a dead end over here for the chest. So if I turn this one off, okay, that's for here, which is needed. Pink though, what does the pink one do? Pink is for right here, so I'll need that, unless, no it doesn't, I don't think it does anything over there. Slime. So if I turn you off, what does that do? I need to make a matter cannon to deal with these guys. That would be a lot more efficient. Or just having a better sword. I don't think what's on this sword? Smite 4. Not really effective versus slime, so I would need sharpness. Okay, that was for this one. That's the pink one. So the pink one doesn't do anything unless there's something further back. Which I don't think is the case, but it could be the case. Well, there's this one, so let me try... We turn you off. Come back over here. Click this one off. No, that doesn't do anything. So what does this button do? So this has to do something. So that one's on, but that didn't open here. So what other route could there be? I don't think I'm missing anything. There's not so many we can go. Chest, chest. Redstone link, redstone link. Wait a minute. Redstone link. This just goes to the chest, which doesn't have anything. What is this? Windswept charm of keeping 1 iron. What? Makes me slightly faster. That's cool. 20% faster. Oak sign, redstone link. Wait a minute. No. I feel like there should be a button here. Because it says there's a redstone link right here. And if you look at this side, there's a chest. Yeah, there's the deep slate chest. There's no button behind it. But there's a redstone link. If I turn that purple off, I think it's for that one, right? It is. Let me clear out these slimes. Oh, I see. You do have to toggle them like that. So if we come back this way, now that I've toggled the pink one, it closed on one side but opened the other side. So now if I come back over here, I forgot these ones actually hurt. We can click the orange button, and that should get us across. These slimes are so annoying. Why did they put in spawners but at least they're just slimes. They could have been a lot worse. So now we can click this button, and it opens this one over here. And you guys are hiding something, aren't you? I'll come back later. I think that's the exit. Through here. You did it. Blocks of replica. You don't need all of this. Another charm of keeping. Charm of keeping 2. I already have one though. What does it do? Oh, that. Really gotta read this. 6 Fortron, zinc, honey cookies, redstone, arcane, blaze powder, feather, a compacting drawer, and a bronze ingot. Don't really need the drawer. Can I take these replica blocks? No, they're not for me to take. But then the exit should be... Yeah, because you can see it's the long hallway we saw at the beginning. So we could just leave out of this place. Although, what do you need the charm of keeping for? Charm of keeping 3. Interesting. That's like something you would grind to do. So let's get out of here. And deposit all of our loot. Out of power. Oh, yeah, that's not good. What's using power here, though? Because this crystal resonance generator should be... Oh, the growth accelerators. Yeah. Okay, let me disconnect this. There we go. Yeah. The growth accelerators suck up a lot of power, and a single crystal resonance generator is not going to be strong enough to do that. So now we can store everything. Uranium, zinc, some souls, fertilizer, replica, and that stuff. Now we got our Fortron. The maze vaults. The power of Fortron gives us a 123 volume spatial component. Pretty cool. I've never actually used the spatial storage in applied energistics, so this is basically useless. You can use it for all of that stuff in replication though, so that is actually a pretty good find. Creating Fortron. The coercion driver will slowly generate Fortron over time. Fortron is mainly used to power your modular force field machines, but it can be used to make more infused ingots in the world engine once you've upgraded it. Steel and that stuff. Setting up a quantum link in a designated spot and linking it to the main world engine machine block. Using a pattern provider, your ME system will have a direct link to the world engine, allowing you to directly request crafting recipes and processes from the world engine. The Lightbender seems convinced that this relatively simple upgrade will change the way you interface with the world engine. Yes! This is phenomenal. I was already thinking of how we were going to have to automate the world engine using applied energistics, and I thought we were going to have to use like a subnet with importers and exporters. But they already built that into the system. Energy cells, and it's not even that expensive, so we're going to need 8 ME quantum rings, an ME quantum link chamber, and an ME pattern provider, which we can all get right now. What were the Fortron used though for? A timey-wimey chicken. When does this come into play? The Echo of the Lightbender should show you how to install this upgrade. Okay, so let me make this first. So we need this guy, which will take 2 crafting tables. Done. We need this, which will take Fluix pearls and dust and Fluix crystals. Is there another trader in here? Questing ram, Enderman slime. No, there's no trader, so I think we... How many Fluix do I have? Looks like we're all out. Fluix. Yeah, I used it to make the cables, so we're gonna have to make some more. Let me harvest this. So let's see how many crystals we have. Crystal. Okay, almost a stack. That's pretty good. So we're gonna need this stuff, which is gonna take glass, which takes Certus quartz dust. We need 4 here, and then this doesn't take any. That takes some, but we only need 1. So if we just do 5 of these, and throw it in the crusher. Cool, made some more steel. What is all this? Eggs, copper. Actually, I should save these for the replication system later on. Steel. Fluix pearl. So to make the Fluix, it's an in-world transformation using Certus, redstone, and charged quartz. How many are we going to need? We need 4 of these. And 4 here. So that's 4 plus 8 plus 8. That's 20. So we need 20 total. We have 3. And this craft is how many? Oh, I have to do this. This one in world with water makes 2. So I need 10 of this, 10 of that, 10 of that. So we need 10 of you. 10 redstone. And 10 Certus. I mean, not Certus, regular quartz. We're going to have to charge these. Now, there is a very... oh, do we have enough power for this? Yes. Perfect. I was worried we didn't have enough energy to do this. 10 of these. And then it's also very easy to automate the charger. So I'm not sure why I didn't... Oh, because I don't have storage buses. Although I don't think I need a storage bus for the charger automation. You just need to throw in a pattern provider on the charger and it works. And 10. I said and 10. It's always wonky. I wonder why. Sometimes it does it immediately and other times it doesn't. Why aren't you charging? There we go. Now throw this in the water. And turn into Fluix. Now we needed 4 of these, which is going to take 4 of that. So we need 16 of these to be the dust. There we go. Now let's make our glass. Because we already have 6 in here. So we're going to need a dense cable, which just takes a bunch of the Fluix ones. Ooh, that's going to cost more. But we can make the processors first. Let me grab some gold. 2 redstone. And 2 of our printed silicon. Oh, I had more Certus in here. Forgot about that. And then I think with this multi-block, I can actually fit in a pattern provider on the top of it right here. So throw this guy in there, then throw these in there. Wait for the Fluix ducts to finish. All right, Fluix dust completed. And then for the cables, I think we should be good to go. Make this, make you, make... Oh, right, we need the dense one. We also need 4 of these Fluix pearls. How did I do my math this wrong? I know exactly how I did my math this wrong. I multiplied by 2 instead of 4. So we need 4 Fluix pearls. Can I do replication? Replication. Replicator will take 6 replica ingots, which comes from the unearther with other rock. So no, I can't. Okay, you win this time. You win this time. Anyways, so we're going to need the dense cabling, which will take a Fluix ME dense cable. Wait, what? Any dense cable, dense cable. Dense covered cable, dense cable, dense cable. Fluix ME covered cable. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dense cable, so can I craft you now? Smart dense cable, has to be a smart dense cable. So we'll make it a smart cable, and then we can make one of these. Oh, but we need more than one, right? Dang, they tricked me again. Okay, so we're actually gonna need a lot of materials then. Because we need one of these, this is the cheapest part. But then this is going to take diamonds, gold, and a lot of Certus quartz. With all the other stuff isn't a problem. It's just the Certus quartz. Now, are you finished crafting? Yes. Perfect. Let's go home. So now we can give these guys their brushes. And now they can run forever. So that also means that the power is going to be back online. Oh, where's my ME cable? White ME smart cable. Where did I put it? Oh, I also forgot about this water cell. Yoink. What? Nah, buddy. Where did you spawn from? Here? Up there? I have no idea where he could have came from. He fell down quite a distance and took a lot of damage. Weird. What is this? What did I unlock? Oh, we got replication matter. That's why. Anyways, so we're going to need a bunch more Fluix, which is a bunch more of Certus. Luckily, this grows pretty fast, as you can see, even when you shift it. It goes even faster. Why aren't you guys growing? Grow. How much is this going to take? So we need 7 more of these, which is going to take 7 more smart cables. I thought I heard a creeper. Which basically means we need a lot. Can I buy them? No. No, you cannot. Those sneaky guys. Well, I'm gonna have to collect a bunch of Certus quartz then while we wait. Why is the power... Oh, I never attached this thing. Whoops. That's why they're not working. Smart cable. Doop. Now it's gonna grow quickly. Plus shifting makes it grow even faster. You have fortune, yeah. For more Certus. Okay, so I'm gonna have to sit here and gather quite a lot because all of our crafts are dependent on Certus quartz, and there's no way to get around it. So we'll be back in a second. Alright, I should be just about done. Smart cables, because we're at 5, so we need 3 more of these, which are gonna take the more dense ones. Dense, so we can make 1 more. Then, how many more cables do we got? Not a lot, not a lot. Wait, Fluix ME. Dense cable. 7, and then we just need 1 more. So we just gotta go in here. We're gonna need some more Certus dust. The chicken jockey has vanished. When did it appear? Because I was not paying attention for that. Okay, throw this in here. Fluix ME, Fluix quartz fiber. Make a bunch of that. Click you, click this, make a bunch of cables, and by a bunch I mean 4. Then use that to make our covered cable. Where's the covered? There it is. Which will take some more wool, which we ran out of. Where's my string chicken? There he is. Take you out, put you in, gather some more string. Ooh, and the wandering trader came, so maybe we can buy some more fluix. Oh wait, no, I never bought fluix from that guy. I bought it from the trader, not the trader, the villager that then died by himself for some reason. Mage Bloom. Silk Touch using only 4 ersats. Bastion Fruit Teleporters. Anything else? Don't think we need anything. Yeah, we don't need anything from that guy. What was I doing? Oh right, we needed wool. Out of power. Why are you out of power? How are you out of power again? I'm really feeling the nerf that they did to the magical source. See, so and then you take this stuff, combine that with this to make those. Then you take these, make them smart cables. And we need more string. Once I get these hydroponic beds going, I'm not gonna have any more issues with these resources. It's always funny to me how in these kind of mod packs, you always get tons and tons of the ores, but then all the other stuff you might use, never in high supply. Now if I had some sheeps, that would probably solve it, but I got rid of all the sheeps in the Great Purge, so there's no fixing that. Also get some more glowstone. Oh, I know where I can get a ton of string. From the mob farm. There we go. Also a lot of glowstone in there too from the witches. Okay, throw in all the string. Turn it all into wool. All of that only for that. Funny. Take this, combine with that. Let's make some more covered cables. Make a dense covered cable. Make the final dense smart cable and create the final quantum ring. Why is the quest not done? ME quantum ring. ME quantum ring. Quantum link chamber provider. Why is this not working? Huh? Why are you locked? It doesn't say it's locked here. Let's see. Oh, maybe I have to talk to the light bender. Oh, that's the wrong portal. Light bender. There we go. That was the issue. Now that you've learned to refract and infuse light into matter, it's time to link your world engine directly to a quantum network. This will allow information to be transferred instantly, eliminating the need for tedious manual retrieval every time you wish to use its power. A quantum link connects your world engine with your AE system via a pattern provider, granting access to all stored items and data. With the pattern provider connection established, your AE system can directly interface with the world engine. See, still a couple left on the bottom. But now this stuff is open. Temporal time with 1 hour in it. So now if we go, not in there, over here, a netherite backpack. Pretty cool. Anything in it? Maybe. No, it's empty. Slightly better than our current backpack. Let's see, speak with you. That concludes my current research for now. Go consult the other echoes. Perhaps their findings will complement our brilliant work. Auto build, quantum ring, submitted. Quantum link chamber, submitted. Assemble the quantum tunnel. Oh, there's an animation now. Fancy. Cool stuff. Apparently there was supposed to be an animation for all the previous upgrades as well, but I think it was bugged. So it was only fixed like previously with one of the updates. Now how do I actually connect this? It did say he said how to connect it. World engine, pattern provider. Let's see. Yada yada, completed. A quantum link connects your world engine with your AE system via a pattern provider, granting access to all stored items and data. With the pattern provider connection established, your AE system can interface directly with the world engine. What does that mean though? Like if I come to our AE system, I don't see, let's see, sort by craftable. Yeah, there's no crafting. If I put this guy on here, like right here, yeah, those aren't there. So I move you, go to the world engine. Usually this thing, the quantum ring, because if you look it up, is like that. Between dimensions, they carry 32 channels in total. Quantum ring. Place around a quantum link chamber, it will create a quantum network bridge, only the 4 quantum ring adjacent. One of these blocks will create the quantum bridge. This block's inventory can only hold a single quantum entangled singularity and is automation accessible. So am I supposed to do something? I don't think I'm supposed to go down there. Can't quite reach it. Huh, I'm not actually sure how to do it. Because for the power, I pumped it in through the top. SU comes out of the bottom. Heat comes this side for some reason. It's only this side. I tried connecting it to every other side. It doesn't work. So if I do this, that wouldn't work because this isn't connected to anything. So I'm thinking I have to build another one of these at home, I think is what I have to do. And then I can connect to it. Not actually sure though. Any blocks placed, submitting it for the world engine. What did that unlock? Let's see. So now if I type in the storage bus, can I make this now? Fortron. Did I ever? I still have the Fortrons. Oh, they're supposed to go in here. But there was no thing to automatically do it. Oh, it's right here. Submit. And there's a new animation. Was that button always there? I could have swore the Fortron button was not there the last time I looked. So the Fortron blocks go in there. Fortron upgrade is complete, and now I can make my storage bus, and we can do a lot more automation. So using the storage bus, the types of things I can now automate is the Certus quartz crystals, dust, and the charged version, because I needed storage buses to do that because I'm going to connect them to a subnet. That way they're always crafting. But we made great progress. I'm still not sure how to actually get this to automatically, how to get our AE system to connect to it. I'm guessing I need to build one of these at home. I'm not quite sure. Maybe I should do some Googling, see if someone else already did this to be sure. Because I'm not quite sure how we're supposed to do it. But now that is the Echo of the Lightbender completed, and we have 2 more left to go in the Tier 3 Solaris section. But anyways, I'm your host, Hamas28, and I'll see you guys next time.